something called, so we say, there's a lot more to these tests than just a bunch of rules in grammar, algebra, geometry. There is more to it than just rules. And what are you really here to understand is that this test is not a straightforward test, and you could have understood that by just this one passage. There is reading, there is math, there is writing and language. All of these are designed to mess you up. So, this is what I want you to understand. What do these guys do to make the test so tough? Although it tests such minimum tests, was it very difficult content that is tested? Very simple stuff. So, the test is designed to ensure that you score what you do and not what you want. And how do they do it? They do it to stay in business, and they do it through something called the experimental section. They have an experimental section where they throw questions at you and they do not score those questions. So those questions are not scored, but they try to figure out how many students will get, like if 80% get it right, they categorize it as an easy question. If 50% of the students get it right, they categorize it as a medium question, and if only 10, 20, 10, 11, 9, 8, 7 get it right, they categorize it as a hard question. So your test has all of these. So when you take the test, naturally people get easy and medium and the hard. And who is the guinea pig to give them these questions and categorize these questions and maintain the bell curve? All the testing, you are. So because if these people get it wrong, means the majority are going to get it wrong. Okay? So now what we do, this is what we really want you to understand, that what these tests are saying. So this is the distribution of the test. See how tough it is, how grueling it is. For the SAT, you have English, math and reading. And for the ACT, you have English, math, reading and science. See the time allotted to the number of questions. Can you see the number of questions versus the time in both the tests? You can make notes on these sheets if you want. So it's only strategies that can help you work efficiently on these tests. It's only focused content. If I say grammar is tested, how much grammar can you learn on your own? How many books are there for grammar? So what you understand is SAT test very limited grammar, SAT test very limited grammar, we teach you that. Only what SAT and ACT test. Okay? So, what question you want to test is reading on the SAT, 1.25, on the writing, 0.79. ACT is a tougher test. Tougher in the sense it gives you less time. So that's what makes ACT crazy. ACT is not tricky, but it gives you less time. SAT is tricky, but it gives you a little more time in the exams. Okay? So either you can choose either to do either, depending on your skill set. If you're oriented towards science and analytics, you want to take the ACT and science. Okay, and these are your subject tests. So you get some 40 subject tests there. Sorry, 20 subject tests on the SAT. And if you're taking the SAT, you want to submit both subject test scores as well as your general test scores. For the SAT, only the SAT is for your application. That, can you see that? Okay. So, the required for these USA, SAT, TOEFL and IELTS. For UK, you require SAT and IELTS. Singapore, SAT, TOEFL and IELTS. Australia, again all of these. Canada also either TOEFL or IELTS. Okay? So, these are things that